Greetings, associates. Today I've decided to make another video complaining about the world I live in because it is rather upsetting. Hopefully you've seen my last video where I complain about some transphobic trans ally, and I specifically talk about non-binary people. But unfortunately, the argument for binary trans people is still a thing. Now, you've most definitely probably heard of Matt Walsh and his What is a Woman trailer. And honestly, it's it's a really annoying argument that I'm sure has made a lot of people even more convinced that transphobia is the right approach to things. Now, what is a woman? It's a question that might make you start thinking, and you might look at it and go, wait, that's a good question. What is a woman? And it might sound confusing, but I just want to get it right off the bat. The answer to that question: there isn't. And you might be confused. If there's no answer to what is a woman, then what is humanity? What is society? What is anything? Which is a fair response, though firstly I just want to note that the reason we spiral and think that if we don't know what a woman is, then we don't know anything, is because of how tied to our gender we are. It's like part of our humanity, because of society and all that. But anyways, the reason there's no answer is if I were to ask, what is red? What is the color red? Not naming things that are red. What is it? What is the color? And you'd probably look at me and think that's a dumb question. It's red. But what is it? The only way that you can really define it is in contrast to other things. Like, red isn't blue. Red is a color. And it's the same thing when it comes to gender, really. Gender, well, a woman isn't a man. A woman is a gender. You can name women, but what is a woman? It's not something you can really define, just as you can't define the color red. Which is why the question is so stupid to begin with. But enough of my rambling, let's actually watch it. Hopefully the video won't be too long, since I'm only gonna watch the trailer, because I do not have the energy for more of it.
What is a woman? Can you tell me that? Well, you're at the Women's March. You must have some idea. Please, if one person could tell me what a woman is.
Now, this is a common thing that I like to point out, is that conservatives, or whoever, it will often go to a march and then try to find someone that's gonna stop their day to, like, educate them, which is rather annoying with, like, the entitlement of doing that, because they're at a march, they're not gonna talk to you right now, so.
Well, you're at the Women's March. You must have some idea. Please, if one person could tell me what a woman is.
You are not here for women! We ask you to leave!
What is that?
The way he's at a women's march, and he's literally not even there for the march. He literally just got it for film. Bothering some random people just for a trailer.
I'm a husband. I'm a father of 4. I host a talk show. I give speeches. I write books. I like to make sense of...
I find this scene really funny, because if you actually just stop to look up at the things that are on the board and, like, actually analyze the scene, because I know it's strictly to symbolize things. Firstly, they're in some kind of, like, basement. There's a window, there's literally nothing except this board. It has random strings on it. And firstly, what is a woman with the question, it's all cut out. Honestly, the board is like the best, that's the highest production for the entire thing, in my opinion. The, I don't know what they're called, but the symbol for it is cut out properly. They have lots of things. Over here, sports, whoever that is, more sports stuff, you can do it. Like, the thing is, the question, what is a woman? It's one of those questions that, like, does it really matter the answer? I mean, I suppose it does. You know, you might want to know what a woman is, but once again, it's like asking what the color red is, or the color blue, or what is purple? It's red and blue, but what is red and blue? Look, just... I'm gonna keep it going.
Of things.
A woman is not anything in particular.
There is not one particular thing.
It could be many things to many people.
Some women have penises, right? Some men have vaginas.
I like scented candles, and I've watched Sex and the City.
Yeah,
How do I know if I'm a woman?
that's a great question.
You're not a scientist. You're not a gender studies major.
No,
How do you know that you're a man?
I guess because I got a dick.
I like how they go to actual professionals and they tell them, they tell him that he's wrong, and then they go up to some random person who's some old man and then ask him about gender, as if he's gonna know more than the professionals.
Can a man become a woman?
I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer that.
Women only know what women are.
Are you a cat?
No.
Can you tell me what a cat is? You want to tell us what a woman is?
The fact that most people just look at him and then laugh and walk away shows how stupid it is, which, although the approach of laughing and walking away, both sides do that. I just always find that funny, because most of the time their arguments are so dumb and people like Matt are so far gone that there's no point in arguing.
I'm a biological woman that medically transitioned to appear like a male. I will never be a man.
And so they go on the internet and they're told that all of their problems will be solved if they become a man.
So you worry that there could be a sort of social contagion element of this?
A teeny tiny bit, maybe.
It got me at 42. Your child doesn't have a chance.
And you're affirming it with hormones that have never been used in this way.
Oh look, fear-mongering and ignoring all of the science and then going straight to, but what if you mess up? Which is a valid concern, but the way that it's pushed so heavily like this, the only purpose of it is to make parents not want their kids to transition. Because what if it's wrong, but detransitioning because you realize you weren't trans is a very rare thing. Though it is important to mention because it happens, but it's not good to use it as an example of what everything's like, making it seem like it's a huge problem when it's not.
Puberty blockers, which are completely reversible.
Completely reversible.
One of the drugs used is Lupron, right? Which has actually been used to chemically castrate sex offenders.
You know what? I'm not sure that we should continue with this interview.
So you don't want to talk about the drugs that you give to kids, or?
How can they be removing the healthy breasts of 15-year-old girls?
There are masculine girls. There are feminine boys. What are we going to do about that? Carve them up?
How can this whole thing be happening, Matt?
I wanted us to have a safe place to be able to talk about this.
Part of me wants to ask why you care so much.
I care about the truth. I care about children. I care about the women who are having their opportunities stolen from them.
Is it transphobic to tell the truth?
The interview's over. Just turn off the cameras.
Excuse me,
For their fair question, I just wanted to know, what is a woman?
and you're not gonna find out.
They still
The fact that everyone keeps walking away is because Matt acts like his question is innocent. He's not trying to hurt anybody, he's just asking a question. He just wants answers, but he doesn't. When he gets answers, he denies them. When he gets answers, he just doubts it and asks more questions.
So what I'm saying, would you ever want to move to America?
They say no, never.
I hope you enjoyed it a little bit.
We'll see when it comes out.
Well, I was just as expected. Point is, it's a stupid question to ask. But I gotta give it to him. It's definitely gonna get a lot of heads turning, I suppose. And unfortunately, the comments aren't very nice. Thankfully, that's all I had to say. The comments are not giving me any hope for humanity, unfortunately. The cash range for this. What? Go on, reaching this. Want to participate. Okay, it's because these questions aren't simple. Matt knows what he's doing. He isn't just asking these questions out of curiosity. He isn't trying to learn more. He's trying to get a reaction. He's trying to get the answers he wants to hear so he can make a documentary on it. The documentary isn't him genuinely trying to figure out what being transgender is. It's him trying to paint a picture. Which is why people don't want to humor him. They don't want to be a part of it. And the worst part is that he seems innocent, but if you think about it for more than a second, it's not. It's not an innocent question. Because there's this like underlining message by him asking that. Thankfully, though, some people have reacted to this. And all I can do is hope that people don't look at this and actually think he makes some sense or something. It's sad to see someone that's so popular make something like this, especially during Pride Month. Goodbye, everyone. Stay safe, stay proud. Subscribe. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. All I know is this guy's pretty stupid.